Majo John Madden still in whatever this town is in Tamaulipas State, Mexico. Day 10 here in Mexico. And I just an hour or two ago had an experience of my puppy getting separated from me, and so terrified for 40 minutes. It just ripped me open emotionally, and I've been sitting here dictating videos about my best and worst moments as a parent. And I want to do installment 3 about a moment as a parent that I'm really proud of. I was living in Chicago. Terry was in Louisville. That was our situation for many years. Was I was in Chicago, and I'd go down once a month and spend the weekend with him, and he'd come up with me on his vacations. He was a big experimenter, being an Myers-Briggs P. P's want to explore everything. Let's do everything. Let's try it all, and he did as a teenager. And his mom's a huge J. And a great book about Myers-Briggs, this is Jungian typology, is Gifts Differing. To learn to see that they're all just different. None of them good, none of them bad. But J's have the toughest time with that because they're judgers. So they would have to already be healed to not judge people for being different. So they do. They're the ones that have the toughest time, especially seeing that P's are just different. It's they're just different. They're wired different. So he got a real clear message from her that his P experimentation as a teenager was not just a difference, not just him trying to learn how to live in the world as a P, but it was him killing her, causing so much pain. And he still believes that he almost ruined her life, and he's spending the rest of his life trying to, I'm convinced this is true, trying to be good, be good, be good. Oh my God, don't ever make her angry again. No. And Dean told me the story about when he saw that side of her, and he's been terrified of her ever since. And I think Terry's terrified of her also. But a great example of that, and I made, it'll be a better video. I made a video about this when I was in Louisville the whole summer of 21, pitching to Terry, trying to get him back unsuccessfully. I was standing in front of the Justice Department where we had gone to court. He had been busted for marijuana in his car. She was so angry at him that she wouldn't do jack to help him. It was the war on drugs. He was a black teenager, and she said, no, fuck you. You've hurt me so desperately, this is the last straw. I mean, basically, and she would never be that honest about it, but that's what she did. She wouldn't help him at all. So I came down from Chicago to go to court with him. And I didn't just come down from Chicago. My message was, hey, you're my son. I'm crazy about you. I'm totally proud of you. You made a mistake. Walk tall. You're going in there with your dad. Let's walk tall. And he did. He did. Right down to, and I made this video right in front of that building, right down to, I had always hidden my cigarette smoking from him because I didn't want to be a bad influence, you know. And when we were going through the metal detector, and he was like 15, 16, 17, I'm not sure, I kept setting off the metal detector. Yeah, it was the foil on my cigarettes. So when I finally had to pull out the cigarettes and drop them in the basket, Terry looks at me like so coy. This is a great moment. He looks at me and says, busted. You know, is that like great? Was that like great? His mom is humiliating him for making this terrible mistake, and with me, he felt so confident that he could absolutely turn the tables and bust me and have fun doing it. I think that's one of the best moments of our life, and I'm sure he doesn't remember it, and I sent him that video and he never responded to it. But that was great. That was great. And I laughed. It was fun having him bust me at a time that could have been so traumatizing for him. So, good. I'll dig back. It's in the iCloud, but it's like 3 years ago. So I have to go way, way, way back, but I'll post that sometime too. All right, bye.